Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm very excited about this pick a card. These are encouraging messages. If you've never done a pick a card, how I typically do it is I think of the numbers 1 through 4, and whichever number floats into my mind first is the pile that I select, but we all think differently. So if you're more visual, feel free to look at the stones or look at the numbers themselves or the colors under the numbers, and whichever jumps out at you first should be your selection. Our intuition works that way, so whatever comes out first is the one that you want to pick. I also will timestamp everything, so whichever you select will be timestamped for you in the video. If you need more time, feel free to pause it, take as much time as you need. I also want to mention I will be doing some free readings through this video, so what you'll have to do is comment below if you want a reading from me. I'm going to try to give away 5 free readings. I would love to read for you if you're interested. I love to interact with people that watch my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys are amazing. I hope to continue to grow this channel and reach people that enjoy encouraging messages from Spirit. Thanks so much for being with me. And like I said, if you do want that free reading, feel free to reach out in the comment section below. I would love to do that for you. Take care of yourselves. I hope you enjoy your pile selection, and I will see you there. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 1. If you chose pile 1 or this stone, these are your encouraging messages. So I want to start off by kind of talking a little bit about what is going on in the first 2 cards that I pulled. So whoever picked this pile, which this is a pick a card, so it's going to be general, take what resonates and leave what does not. But it's also going to be, different storylines for different people. I feel like whoever picked this pile, anyone that picked this pile, all of you that picked this pile, has some regrets regarding something in the past. Something's making you feel very regretful. In the 5 of Cups, we see 3 cups have spilled, but the thing is, this person isn't realizing that if they turn around, there's 2 cups still standing here. So the encouraging messages is not all hope is lost for you. You've got 3 cups spilled, but look at what you have. If you just turn around, there's 2 cups still standing. And this was probably something that really affected you emotionally. The Queen of Cups feels very deeply. If it was a love situation, it was very deep love. If it was, even if it was some kind of career or something that you have regrets about, you were very emotionally in tune with it. You were very invested in it emotionally. She feels very deeply. She's also very intuitive, very psychic. The people that pick this pile probably already know and can sense what I'm talking about today, like what encouraging messages. You probably already have an inkling of the ideas associated with what we're talking about today because you're very intuitive on your own. You could be a water sign, or you could have dealt with someone that's a water sign, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, and most of the time when we're talking about signs, we don't know the whole chart of the person that's involved. So there could be water in the chart. There could be water in your chart. What I want to say as encouraging messages is that in your Moonology cards that came up, it says your commitment is being tested. So since this is a pick a card, it doesn't necessarily mean a committed relationship that's being tested. This could be a commitment to yourself that's being tested, a commitment to your happiness that's being tested. This definitely could involve a love situation, though. You could be feeling very sad about a love relationship, or a relationship that you had a lot of compassion for, that there was a lot of compassion involved, or you're longing for someone to show you compassion in the situation. If this was a love situation, I do feel like you guys felt like this was part of your destiny. There's something here that makes me feel like you felt like this was your path, or your pathway forward involved whatever commitment this was, whether it was love or something else. For most of you, it probably is going to be a love situation. Surrender at this time. Your commitment is being tested. Surrender to what the universe is putting. Like sometimes divine timing is at play. And so whatever the universe is putting in your path right now, know that it is for a reason, and remain balanced and keep your composure. This card is all about, we are human beings. We do have feelings. And, when those feelings arise, just try to remain composed. Try to go within and stay balanced in your emotions. Don't get too far out either way, with regards to feeling your emotions. Like I said, the Queen of Cups, she feels very deeply. If she doesn't keep her emotions in check, she can get very melancholy, very, very sad, very withdrawn. So just make sure that you're trying to keep your composure. Your advice here is to magnify your intentions. Choose a specific goal to work towards. Your energy is spread out among too many ideas. Please bring your focus back to the key intention and let your angels help. So sometimes when we are going through a rough patch in a relationship, it can really consume us, and then we let the other portions of our life slip. But this card is just basically saying, if you kind of pick a goal and work towards it, you will be able to kind of work forward, and you have to kind of intentionally think about other things so that you can move forward in other areas of your life. You have the hostilities card here that came up. So there is some conflict that's involved, some unrest. You may have some hostilities coming at you or some conflicts that make you feel uncomfortable. And that is why you've got this composure card here. It also says, let yourself feel all of your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. Like I said, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. You guys probably sense what is going to happen next in your lives, and you may not even realize it, but some of your feelings that come up are very intuitive because you guys are probably very intuitive. This also means, when you are going through something that has made you feel this way, it is okay to be sad and let yourself feel those emotions. Just don't sink too far into those emotions where you cannot sense how to, rescue yourself and get out of those, because you have other things in your life that need your attention. You also have balance, work, rest, and play. That's what I was just saying. Keep balanced. It's important for you to have fun along with fulfilling your responsibilities. What I feel this is basically telling you is, stay balanced in the sense that don't let yourself get all consumed in whatever this sadness is, because there are other parts of your life that need attention, as I said. So these are your encouraging messages. It says, time to decide. Make a decision now so you can move forward. You also have family harmony here. It says your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. So you may need to kind of reach out to people to help you heal in this circumstance. People that provide that compassionate hand or that compassionate support. And I just thought of looking at the big picture. Oh, look at that's here too. That must be why I thought of it. I probably did see it earlier when I was shuffling. Look at the big picture. So, don't make the circumstance that's within your life define everything about your life at this time. Follow your natural instincts. Sometimes we have to be alone in order to kind of weed through the circumstances so that we understand it. And you guys do have the strength to do that. Stone people, when I see that, I know that there is strength here. And your perspective may need to shift a little bit in order for you to kind of move through the situation. When you think of things in a different way, perhaps this is something where, this was a necessary thing to come through on your pathway, and you have to kind of surrender to listen to the inner guidance to understand, what your next move should be. You also have the setting boundaries card. The Queen of Cups, she's so sweet and so loving. Sometimes she doesn't stand up for herself enough, or sometimes she allows people to emotionally manipulate her. I'm not saying that's the case here, but you do have really deep emotions with this circumstance. Unknown feelings, past life influences is here, and tenderness is here. When you're feeling these ways, this is true love, compassion. When you're feeling the tenderness, or when you're feeling feeling the deep emotions, be extra sensitive with yourself, but make sure you're setting boundaries to protect and honor yourself. Sometimes when the Queen of Cups is so wrapped up in emotion or sadness, she doesn't do that, and she sometimes doesn't take care of herself as best as she should be. So make sure that you are keeping balanced in that way. It's interesting because you have number 31, hostilities, and this number 30, setting boundaries. The hostilities card, I want to read the affirmation for this card here. This says, I am strong and resourceful in any situation. I believe in myself and in my ability to take charge. And then the setting boundaries card is, I choose to make myself my own priority. I have the power to set boundaries and honor myself always. So I want to talk to you guys because, as I said, there's going to be different circumstances here. I did pull some cards for you in regards to if this is a romantic relationship. For some of you, if there was deception involved and you have already found out about this deception where someone was wearing a false mask in a relationship, or you caught someone deceiving you, this is time to free yourself. There's two different messages here. So it's time to take back your control of your life. And it doesn't always mean that the relationship is 100% over either. That is something for you to decide. But it's time to free yourself from ruminating continuously and look at you. It's time for you to look at the bigger picture, because your whole life cannot be put on hold for this circumstance, and you have to make sure that you don't fall too deeply into one emotion or the other. So the sadness, you have to kind of pull yourself out of that. Make sure you turn around and see that there are two cups standing. But if there was deception, then free yourself. The other one is your commitment was being tested, and this relationship, after this period of this grieving period or whatever this is that's coming up, the hostilities that need confronted or the setting of boundaries, this could move to another level of commitment. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It doesn't have to be engagement. This just means it's going to move up a level. And in this circumstance, this really truly could be your true love. This is a romance of a lifetime or true love. And whichever one you are in, whichever group you're in, where if you were deceived, or if if this is just a blip on the timeline of your relationship, which every relationship goes through bumps. Either way, I feel like you guys need to talk, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you decide which group you are in, and you will know, especially as the Queen of Cups. You already have that intuitive strength. So you will know if you were being deceived. You would already know, and that is why you felt the need to start this, whatever this is, and you will free yourself from this. So that's your encouraging messages. It's time to decide is here. Make a decision now so you can move forward, because we do want to keep in mind, as this experience on earth, there is a time limit to it. So although, you do give things time in your life, don't ruminate on anything too long to where, you feel like you're starting to waste time. If you feel like your commitment is being tested, surrender to that. Sometimes the divine is working out things in our life in ways that we cannot necessarily tell exactly what it is, but there could be divine timing at play. Like I said, I feel like you guys are very intuitive. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. What are some messages for pile 1 regarding their encouraging messages? What do we want to tell pile 1 about this circumstance? What are the encouraging messages we have for pile 1? Encouraging messages. Thank you. Oh yeah, you are very beautiful. Look at, you guys got the beauty card. Let me tell you something. When this card comes up, you guys are absolutely beautiful. This pile, you're very good looking, whether you know it or not. It may not be conventional for some of you, but regardless, you guys are outwardly beautiful, whether you know it or not. Do not sell yourself short. When selling out comes up, sometimes this is about deep wounds that we have, perhaps from childhood or from other things that have hurt us in the past, and we have a tendency to sell ourselves short. We don't realize how gorgeous we are. I feel like you guys are shocked to see this, some of you. I really do. And you are absolutely stunningly beautiful. Don't let this little the snake in the corner here whisper deceitful lies in your head, because you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you're handsome, you're good looking, whether you're a man or a woman. I'm just trying to, give those other descriptives, because sometimes people, tend to, if I say beautiful, they think feminine only. Whoever picked this pile, you're very good looking. And I do see, hole in the soul here, just like this selling out. You guys could have pain from the past that hasn't fully healed, which can trick you into not seeing your worth or your beauty. Your encouraging messages are to know your worth, know you're absolutely beautiful, understand the bigger picture of things. And also, you guys can manifest the future you desire. You have manifestation here. You have a power to manifest your future. That's why sometimes I say I don't like to do predictions, because we do have this power within all of us. And especially in this pile, you guys are able to manifest things as long as you don't let yourself sulk too low. The reason I keep saying that is the Five of Cups, look at the head is down. Her head is down. They're both very melancholy cards. I don't want this pile to slip too far into that. Give compassion to yourself, no matter what you're dealing with. Understand that you can surrender to your emotions. Let yourself feel all of your emotions. What is meant for you will be yours. Also understand that we are divinely guided at times. Sometimes there is a destiny involved. You have destiny here. And yes, when I say manifestation, we do have free will and power, but some things are destined and some things are meant to be in our lives. What is meant for you will not be, you will have what is meant for you. Don't worry. Make sure that you are setting boundaries and loving yourself and putting yourself first, because sometimes the Queen of Cups, she can be so sweet and so loving. She's taken advantage of. If deception comes up, free yourself. You are worthy. You are worthy of this. You are worthy of having exactly what you desire. Those are your encouraging messages. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you guys, just Spirit's advice for this pile, because I want to make sure I do that. I can leave you with those thoughts. Spirit, what is your advice for pile 1? Thank you. Let yourself sparkle and shine. Just like I was saying, you guys are very beautiful. You are guided to be bold and show the world your bigger than life side. So regardless of, it says you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So regardless of what circumstance this is for you, your main message here, your encouraging message, is to understand how absolutely beautiful and powerful you are, and you are able to manifest whatever you want in your circumstances. You are absolutely beautiful. Don't self-sabotage. Don't let things from your past hold you back. And you are absolutely beautiful. Know your worth. And if you do feel like you are being deceived in some way, be sure to free yourself from that, because you are worthy of absolute true love. Don't sell yourself short. You will end up in a committed relationship if that is what you desire. So that is your encouraging messages, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I am doing my free giveaway through this reading. So I'm going to put a link in the timestamps for the instructions for that. If you want to get a free reading from me, you'll be eligible for that, and I'll explain how. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Hello, pile 2. If you chose pile number 2 or this stone, these are your encouraging messages. So pile 2, I feel like you guys are very hard workers. You're very methodical at what you do. You have a plan in place and you know you're going to make it. Whether you have to work really, really hard, hard work does not scare this pile. The Knight of Pentacles, very hardworking, slow and steady wins the race. You guys are very dedicated to what you set your mind to, and you're patient. Look at, you have this beautiful Temperance card. It's one of my very favorite cards in the deck. It's all about patience and balance, and I always, when I see this card, I feel like there is a connection to the divine through this card. This is kind of like the divine giving intuitive messages. People that usually get this card, in my mind, they're very enlightened because of the way that the head is highlighted here. I feel like this group is very intelligent. You also have an emotional intelligence, I feel, because typically when I see these cups with water and one foot is in water, There's a lot of emotion involved in this circumstance, whatever this is. He has 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water, and he's, able to kind of balance the emotions and try to, stay grounded through this. You also have the grounding tree, the tree of grounding. This card reminds me that sometimes we have to get out in nature and really ground ourselves, put ourselves back in a space that makes us feel whole. And in the US, it's very cold right now, so it's hard to get out in nature. Typically, when I see this card, I think like, gosh, I have to get outside, let my feet feel the grass, let my feet, walk on the actual ground, be near nature, be near trees, be near birds. Nature is very calming and it has that effect on many of us. But sometimes, we can't do that. In the US right now, in certain areas, it's very cold, and it's cold where I am. So you may need to find a sacred space in your home or a comfortable place where you can just be at peace with yourself. Breathe in, breathe out at times. I feel like this pile sometimes needs that grounding. You may be very busy in your life. You may have lots of things that you're responsible for. This knight is a very responsible person. He's very capable and very responsible. So there might be a lot of things on your shoulders. And also, I feel like you guys do have a tough skin, because I just noticed his armor and I've never paid attention to that. So that might be something. You guys are very, capable. But that doesn't mean that you don't have emotions. You also have release all anger. So this pile could be kind of quick to temper or anger, or this circumstance, whatever's going on, because these are encouraging messages. Whatever's going on, this is about releasing anger. Don't give power to negative words by saying them. Speak from your higher self and make your communication peaceful and loving. So this is just a side note. If there is anger that comes up, and you know what, if you're really passionate about something and you're really working hard on something, sometimes when there's bumps in the road, it can bring anger. We're humans. That's natural. And I feel like this pile's very powerful in general. So you have emotions that come up, and sometimes you have to calm your emotions because you're very passionate when it comes to what you're working on. Calming the waters is here, peaceful self-regulation. So you also could be very dependent on by people regarding when they have emotional outbursts or things that they need. They may come to you and you are able to kind of calm the waters. You have this 1 foot in this very calm water. You understand things a little better than other people in this pile. But remember to always keep yourself grounded too, because when we do have, like, if you think of trees, they recycle energy and they even recycle our air. They take air in to purify it and create oxygen for us. So you guys may transmute energy as well in a different way, not creating oxygen, obviously, but you may do that in other ways. You may have circumstances that come at you and you're able to transmute people's energy or feelings because you're very wise. Power and intention is here. You guys are very powerful. This is all about having that power, and when you set your intention on something, it will happen for you. You guys are able to be guides for those around you. Look at this. You have the guide, illuminated path. When I see this, I know that you're depended upon by those around you because you have this instinct. Look at, she's receiving this insight and instinct from this wolf here in her receiving side, and she's outputting that, transmuting once again. She's outputting that to illuminate the pathway forward. So I believe you do that not only for yourselves, but for others. You're able to do that. This pile could have a completion coming up, and you could work in things that have cycles. So things could, you may have things where things come to culminations, and just like the cycles of the moon, we've got full moons that complete and then we start the cycle back over. I feel like something in your life is that way, and it can be bittersweet sometimes when things come to completion because we enjoy working on them. Even though we've had success in it, it's still bittersweet to let it go sometimes. This bittersweet card is all about the passing of all things is inevitable. Things come to conclusions, things come to, just like the seasons. We have got winter and it comes to an end. When winter comes, things die, and then spring comes and things rejuvenate, replenish. I feel like there's something about cycles in this pile, and basically this card is telling us there are hidden blessings sometimes, and it can be, celebrations tempered by sadness, depending upon. The fable in this card is all about a celebration that has been planned for a child's birthday. And, if the mother is going through something, she can't tell, she doesn't want to dump on her child and say, not all things are joyous, but, there's some sorrow sometimes behind, celebrations that we don't always share. And, the child in this card cannot see the bittersweet or the sorrow that the parent's going through. And the parent is still very happy to celebrate this milestone or this birthday with this child. But, things can have different, and like I said, there are emotions involved, because whenever I see temperance with the foot in the water, that's the foot in the emotions, plus you have this calming waters card. Something's definitely going on where your emotions are involved. It says it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. You may have Scorpio in your chart, or you may be dealing with someone that has Scorpio-like energy. Look at the bigger picture is here. Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius energy is here. So whenever you get into circumstances that may feel sad or bittersweet because of the completion of a cycle, or if you have this anger come up, make sure you step back, take the energy and the patience and the loving calmness of this card and your temperance card, which you have this energy within you. Take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and this says, don't let your past hold you back. And this is about kind of making sure that you don't let any insecurities creep into your mind and hold you back. You also have this card here, purification. By purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace and share the message of love. This has come up several times. Be mindful of your communication. People in this pile, be very mindful of your communication skills and the way that you communicate. It says, rivers of love flow within you, and others may benefit from this healing energy. Be mindful of each word that passes your lips. Here, what I want to say is, people really respect this pile. Look at this person here. He looks so wise, and he's just so powerful. He looks like he's like all knowing. I think people really do put a lot of pressure on this pile in order to get answers and guidance from this pile. And there are some things that can cause, emotions for sure, especially if you're dependent upon a lot by other people. And I feel like you are. Make sure you're staying grounded. That was part of your encouraging message. A fiery climax approaches. I definitely feel like there's some kind of completion or something coming up for this pile where there's a change or a completion or something. Don't focus on the perfection of it. Make sure that you aren't letting perfectionism slow you down. You guys pay attention to details very, very astutely. That's how this Knight of Pentacles is. He really pays attention to details. Don't let a perfectionist mindset slow you down or prevent you from actually doing things. And when you go a little faster, don't feel guilty about it. Don't let yourself fall into a guilt mindset. Also, this, there may be something in your past, because it says don't let the past hold you back. You may have been victimized in the past, or you may have the tendency to sometimes feel like you are the victim in circumstances because of the way that you are dependent upon so much. Don't let that mindset hold you back. You guys are very capable. Make sure that you're switching from that victim mentality and empowering yourself to move forward regardless of what's going on around you. Inner child healing is here. You may provide this for other people, and you may also need it for yourself. So make sure you're always paying attention to your inner emotions and feeling your emotions. Let those be healed. Let those be felt by you. Sometimes you might not have time to do that in life because you are helping others so much, but this could also be about your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Don't get angry with yourself when things are going slowly. Part of this is about going slowly. Not everything is set in stone at the moment, so going slow is a very good thing because you will learn things, you will understand things better when you go slow. The Knight, even though he's so dependable and he is very intelligent, very focused on things, he still has things to learn. He hasn't reached the king status yet, the King of Pentacles. There's one rank above him. He has things to learn. You are very, very wise. You're wise beyond your years in this pile, no matter what. And you do have this power and this intention. And I'm sure people do come to you for this guiding light. But don't get angry with yourself if you haven't reached the level that you're hoping to attain. Believe in the impossible. You are very capable in this pile. You are very capable in this pile. Look at the energies that you have. You are this guiding light. And if you do feel like you have a lot to learn, there may be someone around you that you can reach out to give you the guidance that you seek. If you are feeling sometimes like you have this anger or resentment towards yourself, you may want to reach out to someone that has the wisdom that you seek. You're fully capable of becoming that next level. You're able to do that. Just have patience with yourself. Believe in the impossible. Your dreams will be coming true in this pile. Absolutely. Believe in the impossible for sure. I'm going to get you guys some advice from Spirit. Spirit's advice for pile number 2, please. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Self-confidence through God confidence. Yes, I feel like you guys are at this level and sometimes you feel like you lack confidence because you feel like you still have a lot to learn, which could very well be true, but there's nothing wrong with that. You have time to do that. Patience is on your side. Time is on your side. Stay balanced. Realize that nothing's set in stone. You can continuously learn. You can surpass even the King of Pentacles in this pile. Look at this person. This is you. You have this power and intention. Set those intentions. You will reach whatever goals you have set in mind. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. You guys are very powerful and know that God is behind you. Spirit is behind you. Look at this. This person, and this is representative of you. You're very connected to the divine. You can do anything you want. You have this temperance energy. This is a major arcana. And also, you guys are unconventional. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. I absolutely feel like you guys are very unconventional. You could even have a spiritual path here that you're working on. Maybe this is you working on your spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. It doesn't have to be a spiritual path, but it very well could be. What I do know about this pile is you're very good at transmuting others' energy. People come to you when they need to release anger. People come to you when they're feeling like they're going through a bittersweet time. You are very capable of calming the waters for them. You may even heal other people's inner child without knowing it. You're very grounding. They love your energy. You're able to shift people's perspectives. And you are just such a strong person. You're such a strong person. People depend upon you. This is a very dependable person right here. They know they can depend on you. And even when fiery things happen, fiery climaxes happen, this pile, you guys are able to calm the emotions for others. You're able to help put things in perspective for others. At times you do have to defend yourself. You have to you're a very strong individual. You're able to set boundaries, and you have to set boundaries sometimes because you're very relied upon, I feel. So don't feel guilty about that. And sometimes things come up unexpectedly for you. The Seven of Wands, it's a very unexpected energy. He's got 2 different shoes on, like he ran out the door. This is not to scare you. I'm not saying things are coming at you in that way where you have to defend yourself. I'm saying you guys are able to jump real quick. You guys are able, you're very fast thinkers, and you're able to jump up and defend what you're saying or defend the people that you're defending. You're able to do that. You're very capable. And sometimes people come to you for that because they feel like they can't do that for themselves. I'm going to get one more card, message from Spirit. One more card for pile 2. What is your advice for pile 2? What advice do you have for pile 2? Thank you. I feel like 2 wanted to come out, so let's just see. Open your heart. Your potential for greater love rests in opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from your past will be healed, and you'll be met with the true passion you seek. So perhaps love is involved in this circumstance, and everything still applies that I said. You guys feel like you haven't reached your full potential yet. This could involve emotions, just like I said, with the release all anger. First step is the hardest. Breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easier to take the first step. And also you have, I did see the love card come up here. So if this is about a love circumstance, the same thing applies. You guys are very able to transmute and calm energy, calm waters, calm emotions. And if it is love that you're hoping to seek, make sure your heart is open. Work on grounding yourself and keeping your heart open. Make sure your confidence is up. And that will help you in this love circumstance if that's something that you're working on right now. Have patience. The Temperance card is all about divine timing and patience, and the divine is involved here. So even if you've gone through some fiery conclusions or something was bittersweet, release that anger, open your heart, be open for love, take the first step, don't be scared, don't let your past hold you back. And that is your encouraging messages from this pile. Thank you so much for being with me, pile 2. I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, if you chose pile number 3 or this stone, these are your encouraging messages. Pile 3, I started this even before I finished shuffling everything because I have such a strong message for you that I wanted to get started before I even finished with the shuffling and things. I'll do that on camera if I once I get some of this out. Pile 3, whoever picked this pile, you guys are feeling left out in the cold. Someone highlighted your insecurities, or you feel rejected by someone. 5 of Pentacles is all about feeling left out or feeling alone, feeling like you're wounded and left out in the cold. Look at the state of the people that are left out here in this snowing, freezing cold, and they're injured and they look like they're tattered and torn and just very downtrodden. Behind them, this is actually the window of a church. So there is actually warmth behind them if they just kind of look up. What I want to tell you guys, whomever picked this pile, you may be feeling very downhearted. The lamp, my shield on my lamp that's on my desk flipped forward and it covered the light. So I feel like someone has tried to dim your light in some way, and it could have been a father figure. It could have been someone in authority. It could have been someone you feel is very controlling. It doesn't have to be a male, it can be. Oftentimes the emperor, he's very controlling. He's very, he represents someone that is, the boss. He's the one who kind of calls the shots. You could feel this way about someone put you in this position that could have been very controlling to you, or like I said, it could be a father or a mother or someone in authority, or this could even be a husband figure. This could be a partner that maybe was an Aries or a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. This can represent anything really, something that you felt was controlling you a bit. So what I want to say is, oh my goodness, the message that came through is so powerful. First of all, you got this card, and this card says that God loves you and is so proud of you. This says Mother, Father, God, and God's love envelopes mother and father's love, and it's even stronger than than when we think of a mother or a father God. It's just so divine, and they're proud of you, and they see you, and they love you, and they're enveloping you in so much love. And then you also got this vulnerability and freedom. There is freedom in vulnerability. I feel like some of you've been kind of programmed to feel like vulnerability. It's maybe vulnerability. Maybe you have some insecurities that make you not want to open up and be vulnerable, but the universe is telling you there is freedom when you allow that vulnerability to come through. You also got this beautiful, beautiful card. It's Divine Mother, nurturing, compassion, and grace. And I just want to tell you, this is about honoring and loving and caring for yourself, but also that, I'm going to read some of this because this is a very powerful card. It says, surrounded by golden light of purity and creative power, this beautiful symbol of eternal maternity brings the energy of care and compassion to your life. Whatever gender we identify as, there is a divine mother in each of us. It lives in the eternal light that feeds us and nurtures the world through us. It lives in our choices and our tenderness and is our loving energy. This card reminds you to prioritize your own self-care. In fact, it's time for you to become your own loving mother. If you've been dismissing something related to your own needs or preferences, muster up the courage to nurture and prioritize yourself. It's never dishonoring to others when you truly honor yourself. So that is one of your main messages. There also may be someone who needs self-care and compassion from you. Open your heart to the opportunity, but remember to strike a balance between the energy you give others and the energy you give yourself. Your loving care will go much further if you stop to fulfill your own reservoir along the way. On a practical level, this card can also herald parenthood for you or someone close to you. The Divine Mother breathes the vital spark into family and fertile productivity into any important creative endeavor you may be conceiving. Call on her gracious assistance and let your creative juices flow. The affirmation is, I choose to increase the tender feelings in my life. As I bring loving care to myself, I expand the energy of love in the world. You guys are worthy of love and loving yourself. So first of all, pour your love into yourself and know that God loves you and is so proud of you. And you guys got this beautiful card that came through. You are so wise. Possibly because of all the pain that you've been through. You've probably been through things that made you feel rejected. And sometimes rejection is God's protection, but it also gives us a vast knowledge of empathy and feeling a certain sense of wisdom because of what we have gone through. Pain creates this strength within us that people that haven't experienced pain or rejection, which I'm sure most people have always, there's people that have, and everyone has gone through some form of rejection or pain. But what I'm saying is, through those periods of time, it creates strength and wisdom. We grow from those experiences. I'm so sorry that you're feeling this way, but there is so much love that wants to come through to you. And you also need to pour that love into yourself. That was such a strong message when I was shuffling. I had to stop and get the message out. But I also want to say, when you get this wisdom card, there is joy and joy coming through to you. That's next. Your encouraging message, your next chapter, you are going to experience this love and joy. And you are so wise. Spirit wants to tell you how wise you are, and you're going to be experiencing things that bring you joy. If that's music, if that's thing of the arts, you may enjoy art and music. Those things will bring you joy. Maybe learning more about those things will create this joy in you, but you are stepping into this period of time where love will be surrounding you. You're going to feel like you are gaining wisdom. You're learning about things that you enjoy. Joy, art, and music will be surrounding you very soon. So your encouraging messages are, be vulnerable. Let yourself feel this love from the divine that's coming through that wants to envelope you. You have been through these this rejection and these periods in order to develop this instinct and this knowledge and this wisdom. And you will be recovering a side to yourself that has been dormant for a while. So that is coming. Your encouraging message is, you'll be stepping into this beautiful wisdom, this joy from art or music, whatever you enjoy, that will be coming to you very soon if it hasn't already started. I'm going to continue to pull your cards because, like I said, I just got this overwhelming feeling to want to give you that message really quickly, and I stopped my shuffling. Pile 3, thank you. If you guys are really, really worried about something, if you're very, very nervous about something, nothing will come of the situation. You can let that go. If something is really, really worrying you and you don't know who to turn to right now to talk about it, don't let it scare you. Nothing will come of it if you're fearing something coming. The universe wants you to know that. What are your encouraging messages for pile 3, Spirit? Thank you. Balance spirituality and practicality. This is the full moon in Pisces. You may have a strong Pisces in your chart as well. The energy is gaining momentum. So like I said, I feel like there's going to be a swing in another direction in your life, and it's going to be moving into this beautiful card. Look how calm she looks. Look how happy she looks. She looks so joyous, and her surroundings are so serene and calm. It's wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. Pour those things right into yourself that will provide that joy for you. And then, like I said, the swans down here remind me of love surrounding you. I want to get a few more cards. So the energy is gaining momentum. Balance your spirituality and your practicality. Make sure you maintain balance in your life in all ways. Spirit's advice for pile 3, please. What is Spirit's advice for pile 3? Thank you. You've got self-confidence through God confidence. Yes, that's beautiful. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. And like I said, you have God showing up, telling you how proud they are of you and how loved you are, whether you felt rejected by this thing or this person or this influence in your life. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you have learned. Yes, don't compare yourself to others. It's about the progress. And sometimes our lives, sometimes the journey is more important than the actual destination, whatever we're trying to reach. So enjoy the journey. Make sure you're understanding that everything that we experience in our life teaches us things, and we learn and grow from them. What is Spirit's advice for pile number 3, please, Spirit? Thank you. Become the true you. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling more confident in your own skin, and you're going to be able to, like I said, uncover this side to yourself that may have been dormant, or you may have been hiding it for fear of rejection. You guys are getting into this confident energy, and you will be able to show the world who you really are. Make sure you tap into this divine mother love, nurture yourself, and you will soon want to provide that nurturing to others around you. You also have trust the universe here. So trust the process, trust the universe. There is a sacred plan for you that's developing, that's unfolding in your life, and it may even involve spiritual growth. I know it said balance your practicality with your spirituality, and your spiritual growth is here. It's showing up in this reading. I'm going to pull a few more cards. What is the advice we have for pile 3, Spirit? What is the advice, pile 3? Encouraging, I'm sorry, not advice. I don't want advice. Encouraging messages. Sorry about that, guys. Not advice at this time. Encouraging messages for pile 3. Encouraging messages for our pile 3. Thank you. Yeah, this could involve your family, absolutely, because I said this could be a father figure. Family and tribe is showing up. You've got this divine mother card. Perhaps you're working on your own family. That is an encouraging message here. Family and tribe is showing up, so perhaps that will be more of a focus in your life, and you have help from above to work through this situation. So help from above is here. And look, she's also got an instrument, so I do feel like music and joy is going to be surrounding this group. Look at these colors in this card. These cards are very similar. Yes, these are linked. You will have help from above, and you will start, enjoying what you're learning. You're gaining wisdom in things that you love. The joy of art and music may be surrounding you, and that might be something that brings more joy into your life. So perhaps that's something you need to seek out a little bit. And the divine is here helping you. You'll have help with these things. Let's take a couple more cards for you guys. Spirit, what are the encouraging messages for pile number 3? Thank you. More encouraging messages for pile number 3. Pile number 3. Thank you. All right, so we've got reflection at the bottom of the deck. So you guys may be reflecting upon things in your past and thinking about things and reflecting upon your experiences. And then you also have Vision Quest desert here. So this makes me think of things where, you know, you may be going through a period of time where you really have the time to look out and understand what you have been going through. Vision Quest, you're understanding why things are happening in your life through this reflection and your Vision Quest. And then you have ceremony here. This reminds me of being very spiritual. This is about invocation. It doesn't have to be a ceremony that's as formal as that, but you guys are really getting in touch with your spiritual side. You're welcoming spirit into your life, and also spirit is very present in your life right now, because they even sent you this card that is telling you that God truly loves you. You're being enveloped in love right now. So I do feel like that is and look at your DNA karma showing up. This may have something to do with your family, and I feel like God is stepping in to kind of help you get through this dry period, and you're able to kind of reflect. You have help from above. Look at the difference in the Look, she's literally standing in all this beautiful, luscious water. And look at the difference between this desert and this beautiful, serene background here. So I feel like you guys are getting help from spirit regarding whomever you deem as family in your life, or with your family, or even creating a family perhaps. Just go with the stillness in your life and kind of sit with that, reflect, and know that help from above is here. Those are your encouraging messages. Help from above is here, and you guys are able to kind of go through this period of time becoming the true you, and you will come out on the other side feeling so much more confident and so much more loved by this divine mother energy, and you will want to also give that to others. I feel like you guys are going through that period where your emotions are really going to be touched, and you will be very, very loving to those around you soon, because you'll be feeling so loved by yourself and through spirit as well. Spirit is sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being with me, pile 3. I'm going to move on to pile number 4. Also, if you guys are interested in a free reading, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and there will be instructions in this video. I'm going to timestamp it for you. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Pile 4, these are your encouraging messages. If you chose pile number 4 or this beautiful stone, these are your messages. Pile 4, beautiful cards, pile 4. Oh my goodness, I'm very excited for you. Very exciting energy. I also want you to look at how light this energy is. I just feel like it's just a gorgeous, glowing energy. You guys are going to be feeling very loved and very loving soon. I want you to, let's start off with this. So encouragement, what are you seeking encouragement for perhaps in this pile, or what are some of these cards meaning? This is the Page of Swords. This is all about new ideas, new thoughts, new ways of communicating, it's about newness. It's intelligence too. The Page of Swords, very intelligent, very good with ideas, very ambitious, very good at starting things, getting things started. The only thing with the Page of Swords is sometimes he's very excited and wants to get things started, and then he doesn't have necessarily the wherewithal to finish things. So that's the only thing I would say. Just make sure, and listen, the message is already coming through. Make sure you do the work. You have these beautiful, wonderful ideas and these new thoughts. Perhaps you have thoughts of, this is also about communication. I feel like some of you are working on being more courageous in your speaking skills, or the way that you communicate. You want to come through a little stronger. That's coming to you. You have the Strength card. First of all, if you have any ideas, or if things are coming to your mind and you aren't sure if you can accomplish them, 100% you can. These are your encouraging messages. Look, you have the Strength card. You have the strength. This infinity symbol up here symbolizes the fact that you can manifest these things. You're able to do this. You have expansion coming up in this reading right here, telling you, do the work. Expansion is possible. You've got all these intelligent thoughts coming through. Do the work. You have the strength to put whatever it is out there. You have the strength to do it. Expand these things, these thoughts. Just make sure that you are true to yourself. Take off the mask. embrace yourself, be the true you, do the work. Abundance is here. If you do those things, self-love is also here. Look at, I talked about manifestations, alchemy, manifestations. I talked about it from her infinity symbol. You guys are infinitely powerful and able to manifest anything you put your mind through to. Just make sure that you are loving yourself, because I feel like, look at how regal this looks. This jumped out at me. Nurture yourself, make yourself feel powerful, make yourself feel important, pour that love into yourself as if you're royalty. That's what I just got. Pour love into yourself. You know, self-love, self-care is very important. Once we make ourselves feel important, other people will respect us, and they will understand our strength and our courage and respect us as much as we respect ourselves. Heal any holes in the soul. This can be sometimes about some holes in the soul that we have from our past or our childhood. It's about feeling neglected or abandoned in life at certain points, and we're able to heal these holes. Healing is right underneath that. You are able to heal yourself. You could be healing yourself right now through your life purpose. It's possible. It doesn't have to be that way, though. You definitely can be healing yourself. You have this holy love. Look, you actually got holy love come up. This is about love coming to you and flowing through you. You are surrounded by and wrapped in this divine love right now. Hopefully you guys are already feeling that. If you're not feeling that, you're going to feel that very soon. You have the strength to expand all of your ideas, your thoughts, increase your ability to communicate in a powerful way if that's what you're seeking. You also may be dealing with a Leo, and you may be trying to work on your communications, you know, communicating better with a Leo. That could be for a few of you. It doesn't have to be at all, though. This can be about coming across like more than a page. The page is the beginning of the energy. You guys want to develop the strength, the courage, come across as this powerful lion. You will be able to do that. You're going to be expanding whatever this is. Joy and contentment is right here at the bottom of this deck. You guys have so much love coming through this reading, and you're able to alchemize anything. You're able to create anything. This pile, you guys are in for some beautiful energy. If you haven't already started it, it is very much coming to you. So those are your encouraging messages. Take time for yourself. I was saying pour your love into yourself like your royalty. Enjoy relaxation and activities that nurture your soul, and stand by your commitment. And I feel like this is to yourself. Stand by your commitment of your dreams. Make sure you're seeing those through. Like I said, this energy is very good with starting, but make sure you're standing by your commitments and seeing them through. It says you're strong enough to keep the promise that you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. Please, whatever your ideas are, see them through. Look at this expansion. Do the work. You guys have the power and courage to create this beautiful abundance in your life. I feel like if you were confused, it's going to start to fade away. I just saw confusion under here, but I feel like that's a past energy. I'm going to get some more cards for you guys. What are the encouraging messages for pile number 4, please? Pile number 4's encouraging messages. Thank you. Work through your fears. Absolutely, guys. With this page, the page is like a younger energy. Sometimes, like I said, it can fall away, but that's excuse me. That was a sneeze. So that's very important message, guys. Work through your fears. Don't let anything stop you. You guys are going to make it. You will be able to manifest your dreams. Whatever this is that you're trying to create or expand upon, put in the work and it is yours. Absolutely 100%. Put in the work and it is yours. That is your message. Those are your encouraging messages. I'm going to get a few more for you. Encouraging messages for pile number 4, please. Thank you. That was fast. This is all about completion cycles. The moon, it cycles. The seasons, they cycle. So you are probably ending one way of being and you're completely rejuvenating, starting something new. You're completing your old way of being and you're walking into this powerful, you're going from a page energy to this major arcana, courage, strength, power. That is you. You're emerging in that way. Look at you. You're emerging from this page energy into this very powerful, look at, she's actually able to control an actual lion. Imagine the power it takes to do that. She has to believe in herself so strongly to have the courage to do that. And she's able to do it because of her courage and her strength. New beginnings, like I said, yes, you're completing a phase of your life and you're stepping into this beautiful new dawn. What are you going to do with it? You are so surrounded with love and compassion right now, and it's just exuding. Like I said, it's wrapping around your whole life, and you are going to want to show love to others. You have this holy love showing up. Such a very powerful message. Oh my God, pile 4. I hope I pick pile 4. I really do. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Activation is here. You guys are going to feel activated. Things are going to start flowing. You guys have the synergy coming in where things are working together in your favor. Rebirth is here. Oh my goodness. You guys really just absolutely beautiful. And look, you have strength showing up again. Strength once again. This is stone people. When I see this, I know you guys have the strength to do whatever you want. I'm going to get a couple more encouraging messages. Pile 4, this energy. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited right now, and I feel like that's how you guys are going to be. Encouraging messages for pile number 4, please. What are the encouraging messages for pile 4? Pile 4's encouraging messages, please. Pile 4, encouraging messages. Oh, thank you. Pile 4, before I talk about this card. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God. Does it get any better? Jeez Louise, look. Okay, first of all, I want to show you. I just saw this. It was at the bottom of the deck. You guys, listen to me right now. Please listen. Listen to me. Success is 100% yours. Look. Success and recognition is yours. That's at the bottom of the deck. Continue with this strength, this courage. See your dreams through. See whatever this is through. And look at this. Success. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful, guys. And then you also got the miracles card at the bottom of the deck. Believe in miracles. Stay balanced in your life. You're going to need to stay balanced because, like I said, you have a lot coming through to you right now that is going to need stability and standing firm. Miracles, guys, is coming into you. And like I said, this is all about communicating in a joyful, loving way. And I was saying you guys are changing the way that you're communicating. This card is all about the power of communication, life force communication. Dolphins communicate in a very special way. This is about bringing joy into your communications as well. You guys are going to start feeling so powerful. Look at summoning power, strength card. Look at both of these are about being strong enough to control wild beasts. You guys have so much power within you. I hope you understand this. Please listen to this message. You guys are so powerful. You're capable of anything at this time. Summoning power, intellect, instinct, and control. You guys are gaining this intellect and wisdom and knowledge from, look at, she's in, receiving the instincts from these wolves. She's able to peacefully they listen to her every command. Look, she has the power here. She's got an antler in her arm here directing her. This is such a powerful card. Both of these, you guys are turning into this very courageous, powerful person that people will sit up and listen to. And you guys are able to, like I said, you're very strong. Make sure that you are working on whatever this is and manifesting it into your life because it's bringing abundance. Believe in miracles. Everything's changing for this pile right now. You're going through from completing one cycle of your life to turning into a totally different rebirth, new beginning. And you are going to love it. Just work through your fears. Make sure you don't let your fears hold you back. And I don't think this pile will. You guys have the strength and wherewithal to do this. Wow, pile 4, I love it so much. Beautiful. Also, I'm giving away a free reading if you guys want to expand upon any of this. I would love to read for you. I'm going to leave instructions in this video. It'll be time-stamped. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will talk to you in my next video. Take care.